Hey, what's up, YouTube? So today, just busy with a little bit of DIY-ness. Basically, it's already done, just some things that didn't just go well in terms of the equipment that came with the toilet. So it's a DIY on the toilet. So what we have here, I did this with my brother. He's not here today. He had to leave for his hometown. And yeah, so I just need to do the final touches to this thing. Yeah, but basically what we did is to replace this toilet here. This toilet was replaced. The old one was most obviously taken off, and then we put this one in place when we cemented to the floor, and then we used the flex pipe for the outlet, which works great. And then, as you can see, the cistern is on top of the pan and not where it should be sitting, but that is because it's using these balls with the rubbers. What's this rubbers? Let's quickly look for the rubbers and this type of rubber. So the one rubber, actually this one here, this actually broke off or started tearing off until it broke off. This is not really good quality rubbers they had there, so that messed us up, as well as the foam. This foam that goes in here, it wasn't now sealing that water mustn't escape. So what was happening, actually, this is the final problem. The other issues we had with this toilet was the mechanisms inside. As you can see, we have this one here. We had to replace that mechanism. Here was the old one. Okay, the old one, this is the piece of it. I'm not sure where's the other parts of it, but it wasn't really working well, and it wasn't stopping the water when it's full. So the water would fill up until it overflows. It was never sealing the valve, so we had to replace all of that. So there was that mechanism there we replaced. We also replaced this mechanism here, because no, actually this one was putting water and then it wasn't stopping, so the water ended up overfilling in there, in this hole there. So, but on the old mechanism, then we replaced this mechanism because it was, when the water was full, it would slowly drip in. So that tells us that the rubber was not sealing properly. I'm not sure where everything is now. I will show you with the old ones. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I have found him. So this guy here works along with this guy here. So these guys work together. So this one is the one that's the inlet for the water, and then it rises until it goes to the way you set it to stop the water coming in. So it wasn't stopping water coming in. So that was the first guy that we had to get rid of. Then we had to get rid of this guy. So these are the original parts that came with the toilet. So we had to replace this one. This one was not sealing the water with this rubber here. This rubber was not sealing, so it would slowly put water into the toilet, which will then waste water. So what will happen is water will slowly go out until a certain point where the leveler knows that it needs more water, starts pouring water until it's at its correct level, stops, water leaks out, water comes in. So it was just wasting water. So all of the mechanism inside that toilet had to go, and now we've got a new foam that we need to replace, and then we've got new fixation bolts for the cistern to the pan. So this will go in there like that, and then these two bolts will go through the cistern, through this guy here, and then we bolt it through the pan underneath. This is what holds the cistern to the pan. So that is what I need to do to replace it now. Everything else has been done. The plumbing has been done. As you can see there, we joined it there, and then we put it in there. So that's all done. So this is the new mechanism that we put in to get the water out when you flush. We also blocked off this one here because we're not using this side, we're using that side. So we blocked off that one. It was leaking, but we did seal it again, so that's okay now. So we need to now sort out the leaking that's happening from here, and then to make sure these bolts also do not leak. So I don't have a stand here, but then I'll just do everything, and then I'll show you guys afterwards. And then just for interest's sake, between the foams, to show that the mechanisms that actually came with this, or the equipment that came with this toilet, was not necessarily very good. This is the old one, this is the new one. I'm gonna put them flat on the cistern so that you can see the difference in height. That's why it was in ceiling and it was pouring water. So if you look there closely, look at the sizes there. So what it has to do, the cistern comes here, the pen is at the bottom, and then as you screw in, it squeezes this thing together, and as it squeezes it together, no water will flow out of it. So of this one, it was not even necessarily squeezing this anymore because the pen and the cistern were actually now touching each other, so this was not really sealing anything anymore. So just be on the lookout, guys. If you see mechanism that's like weak, those are part of the materials. All of this in the, that's weak stuff that doesn't really work out well. So even if it did work first time, the question would be how long was it going to last? That's more proper quality stuff that kind of works for your toilet. So this is just to avoid yourself going up and down like we did now. So just buy the proper quality stuff. It's quicker, more efficient. Okay guys, so I have done what I needed to do. Now I have to test. So what I basically did is, like I showed you, the cistern is now in between there, it's between the cistern and the pen, and then those are the bolts now. I put them on finger tight. I will see now if I need to make them tighter using a spanner. So there's the one there and there's the other there. So it's all in, and I'm just gonna test if there's any leaks now. Hopefully there's no leaks. I will do that test with you. Just wanna tighten up this, tidy up that, okay, and we let the water in. So you'll see now what's going to happen is water will start coming in. This floater here will tell it to stop putting water in. I have already set it where we need to, and it will stop. Water will not overflow in there, and then you will see as soon as there's water, that will stay clean or not moving like it is. It will stay still because no water will be going in without anyone's permission, and that means that will be sealing. And then I will pull this guy up to let the water in, and if there is no water coming out when you flush, So if the foam is bad, when you flush, water will come out here because it's escaping. If it's full there, it will not necessarily put out water because no water is actually going out of the system. So that's how you know if the foam is maybe bad. So now let's put on some water. Let's put on some water. Voila. So as you can see, the water stops just before the overflow. That's why I set it to stop. There it stopped. As you can hear, nothing else is coming in. So this mechanism is working great. That mechanism is working great so far. We'll do the flush now. Look inside the pan. The water is still, so no water is escaping without our knowledge from there. So everything looks good there. Now we need to first look at the balls that we just put in. You must just feel it. My hand is still dry. Finger still dry. Finger is still dry. Check the other side. Same thing. You need to feel around here. Fingers are still dry. Fingers are still dry. Nothing is coming out of the bolts, the new bolts that we just put. That one is that one, so they're sealing nicely now, which is a good thing. And then now the final test to see if the foam is sealing properly. Now we need to flush the toilet. If we flush the toilet and water comes out here, that means it's still not sealing properly. So let me put you here and then watch as I flush. So far so good. No water is leaking. Toilet is flushing without any leaks there by the foam in the middle. So that tells us the foam was the issue. So we fixed that. No more leaks there. The bolts were leaking because of the weak rubber or the poor rubber quality. That seems to be sorted now. We saw now. I tested. My fingers came out dry. We checked with the camera. Camera wasn't seeing any drops. We checked the floor. The floor wasn't wet. It's a good day today, but only if you knew how much issues it gave us, this toilet. And it's a simple thing, it gives you so much issues, but all of it is sorted now, guys. Toilet is working. It filled up water again, no issues. Still no water anywhere on the floor. Also on the flex, you must also check the flex pipe here if it doesn't leak water. Usually you see, as you can see this one, I put it little slanted there because sometimes it would leak from the bottom, so just tilt it to the back there and then just push it all the way in. Usually that sorts out the leaking from behind here. And yeah, on there you just push it in, obviously all good there. We had to cut this steel pipe here in order to make this toilet fit how it fits here, otherwise it was going to be a lot more forward and the bath is close to it. But guys, everything looks good. My brother and I did well on this little project. It's a success, and you know, when you have a success, it's a good day. So until the next one, thank you for watching.